Hello, everyone. My name is Ian Blad, and this is my presentation about therapists, about therapy. I have a couple ideas as to what I want to go into um, with a psychology major, but therapy is just what I've researched the most, and I also know a couple of therapists, and I've talked to them. So hopefully, I can offer something a little bit useful today. But why did I choose a psychology major? So this is me, my younger brother. I really like art, so I was at an art museum with him, and it was a funny painting. But anyways, thought I'd show it. I like it. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so. I chose a psychology major because I find psychology really interesting. So I like to read books about psychology in my free time. Psychology has helped me a lot with my life satisfaction. I'm a lot happier because of um, psychology, therapy, things that I've learned. I want to go away from that. And it's a flexible major as well that I can use to pivot where I want in the future. Like I said before, I was thinking of doing therapy, doing clinical psychology, maybe going into industry business with my psychology undergrad. But anyways, hopefully I can bring a little bit to the table with this. So what is a clinical therapist? A short overview is the basic functions of a licensed clinical therapist is provide assessments, treatments, psychotherapy, case management, and referrals to a broad range of clients, including those who are suffering severely mentally ill and those dealing with adjustment issues. Therapists primarily occupy therapists are primarily occupied with therapies and treatments as opposed to a clinical psychologist who is more involved with diagnosing and research. You probably know about that already, but treatments such as CBT, EMDR, those are treatments that a therapist would do for you to help you out. So if you're thinking about a day-to-day life of a therapist, it would be meeting with people, hopefully multiple times over, maybe twice a week or something, and helping them through problems that they have with a wide range of patients like this is talking about. So let's say there's someone with schizophrenia. They would be diagnosed by a psychiatrist. They'd be given medication by a psychiatrist. But the things that you think of, like, a doctor doing like talk therapy, things like that, that would usually be done by a therapist, not by the psychiatrist themselves. Usually they are occupied with diagnosing things like that. Same thing with the clinical psychologist. Well, education is required. Okay, my font's a little small, but that's okay. To be a licensed therapist, you need to have at least a master's degree, pass exams for the state that you're in. So you'd have a master's degree in either psychology or in therapy, and there's specific ones for what school you go to. And then you need to pass exams for whatever state that you're in order to be licensed. So you need to get a license for whatever state that you're in, basically. And then most master's programs accept students of all different undergrads, which is interesting. I talked to some therapists, and that's what they said. Some had undergrads in digital design, business, other things, but they actually master's programs like to have a group of different people with different backgrounds and experiences. To keep their programs diverse, which I thought was very interesting. And then it is best to get a master's degree from an accredited program. So this is the thing that I've heard them talk about. There's K-credit programs that are accredited by psychological associations, help you get a much better job that pays more. That's very important. I recommended that. And my plan for so far, if you care, is to get a bachelor's in psychology and then get a master's in psychology or counseling from BYU to help me accomplish this. So I'm going to get good grades, high GPA. And I'm going to try to do a lot of outside activities like research projects. I'm super excited for those. And then also network with professionals from people in schools like BYU, so I can have references. But thank you so much for listening. I hope you got something out of it.